Welcome back to the Parenting Pod. Joining us today are Michelle and Serene, who are from Love Bonds.
Hi!
Yeah. Do you have any advice on how moms and dads can start to have?
There are pockets of time that we intentionally try to talk to our spouse. The very, very quality time is actually the before sleeping, because that's when you are most relaxed. Yeah. So me and my husband, we really talk quite a lot before sleeping. We switch off our phones, 1 hour or at least half an hour before sleeping, just to talk and pray together. And I really like that. It's something that we have been doing since we got married, and it's something that is very precious to us. So intentional times, like even commuting, like when my husband drives me to somewhere and there's nobody else in the car, right? Because the kids are already off in school, then we talk. Yeah, before sleeping time is important because the kids are all asleep, then we talk. In the mornings when we're getting ready, the kids are still sleeping, thankfully, then we talk. So there are little pockets of time that we have to be intentional to talk. Yeah, otherwise when we lose this time, it is gone. Yeah. And I realize that sometimes if I have important questions to ask him, I take it down in my phone. Okay. Like if I have questions to ask him or I have something to share with him, I write it down. Otherwise I'll forget. Yeah, old age.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes just message also can, like WhatsApp. Like sometimes you just want to tell me something, or not necessarily must be face to face. Yeah, so that's also another form of communicating. Yeah.
You mentioned that these conversation prompts are mainly for intentional conversations between a parent and a child. Would you see an opportunity for parents to pick up the cards and actually try and talk to their spouse about some of the questions?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean the cards are meant for 3 years and up. So
including adults.
Including adults. I mean, some of the people who actually bought this from us are friends, like they buy it for their friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, and for during Christmas time, during gatherings, during Chinese New Year, any opportunities where there are gathering of people, the questions are meant for such. Yeah, because the questions are not just specifically to a child. The questions are very wide and varied, and you can use between parents. You tried it during Chinese New Year?
Oh, that's our ang bao.
Yes, and the questions are similar?
Yeah, so our ang bao packet is behind it. There's four questions. Yeah, so one question on each red packet. Yeah, so on the front is a 福满家乐, so it represents a full house of joy and laughter. So behind it, there's one meaningful question that you can ask. Like your child or your niece or nephew or anyone that you give.
Before you get an answer from me, you have to answer one question. Yeah. And that was also one of the intent of us putting the questions behind the ang bao. Yeah, it's to initiate conversations, right, between you and a child or you and any other person. Yeah. So even if it's giving to an elderly person, because you do give ang baos to grandmothers and all that, you can ask, Amma, what's something that happened to you in the past year that was great? Yeah, Amma say, 我煮很好的食物啦. That in itself is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and I spread it out and I let them pick. So it's really like a game as well. Yeah. So they pick which question, and then they will answer that question.
And then they'll keep the ang bao.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Gamifying things are something, making things as a game is something that always works with people.
How do you guys decide on the 4 questions to put in the ang bao?
Well, because it's 福满家乐. Yeah, so in each of the specific questions that we put behind 福满家乐, the question is specific to that. So for Jia, the question is, if you had to give everyone here new names, what would they be and why? And the question that, this question actually came because there was a girl in the neighborhood that always can't remember my name. So, once she looked at me and she said, hello auntie. I was like, oh, you don't remember my name? She said, yeah, I can remember your name. So I said, okay, if you were to give me a new name, what would you like to name me? Then she said, auntie, beautiful earrings. I was like, awesome, So and I really love that because she is honest. I was touched that she could remember and she noticed. And she noticed that, my earrings are always something different. So that prompted us to think of a question, and this question in particular, because it allows people to think about new names for others, and it's fun, open-ended, and it's non-threatening. Like I would have to think really hard, to come up with a name for you, because it's something that I can observe or something that I already noticed about you. Yeah.
And something like fun for the family as well. That's why we put it under the jia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like because we know each other, the family members very well already. That we know their names, but new names are something different.
Hey parents, thank you for tuning in to our podcast. This was the Parenting Pod brought to you by For Love's Sake. For more content on parenthood, you can check out our Facebook and Instagram at forlovesake.sg. Thank you and see you next time.